18 years after The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions ended the Matrix trilogy in polarizing fashion among film critics and fans, Lana Wachowski is bringing the iconic action franchise back for a fourth go-around on the big screen with the upcoming fourth installment of The Matrix. As revealed at the 2021 CinemaCon, the film is titled The Matrix Ressurections, an appropriate one considering the film will have to explain how main characters Neo and Trinity are now alive. But there's enough information out there about the secretive fourth Matrix installment to get fans excited for its December 22, 2021 release. Before we start, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Buzz for The Matrix 4 has surged for quite some time, although it wasn't until August 19, 2020 that Warner Bros. Confirmed the project was official. Before that date, John Wick director Chad Stahelski let it slip that Lana Wachowski was returning to the world of The Matrix for a new movie. Stahelski was Keanu Reeves' stunt double on the Matrix films. Quote, "I'm super happy that the Wachowskis are not just doing a Matrix, but they're expanding what we all loved," Stahelski told Yahoo at the time. "And if it's anywhere near the level of what they've already done, it wouldn't take more than a call to go, 'Hey, we want you to be a stunt guy,' and I would probably go and get hit by a car." The official poster. Feast your eyes on the official poster of The Matrix Ressurections. Front and center are Keanu Reeves and CarrieAnne Moss as Neo and Trinity. The fan-favorite characters are flanked by newcomers Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, playing Morpheus, although maybe not the Morpheus fans all know and love, and Jessica Henwick. Just as the official trailer for the movie shook up the visual language of the franchise, a lot of brighter colors for instance, the poster presents a more 3D digital cyberspace than the classic green ticker tape look of The Matrix. There's a new Morpheus in town. Shortly after Warner Bros. Dropped the official trailer for The Matrix Ressurections, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II confirmed the long-standing rumor that he is playing Morpheus in the new movie. But that doesn't necessarily mean he is playing the same Morpheus that Lawrence Fishburn brought to iconic life in the original trilogy. In a November 2021 interview with British GQ, Abdul-Mateen II hinted there's a difference between playing a character called Morpheus and playing a character who actually is Fishburne's iteration of Morpheus. As reported by British GQ, the character is called Morpheus. Abdul-Mateen II corrects me fast. There is some consternation online about why Lawrence Fishburne, the original Morpheus, is not playing the character called Morpheus, given Keanu Reeves is back as Neo and CarrieAnne Moss as Trinity. Has he spoken to Fishburne? By the time this interview comes out, I would have. I want to. It should be pointed out that Fishburne has not only been very gracious in the build-up to this fourth film, but also that, if you go by strict Matrix folklore, namely a video game called The Matrix Online, Morpheus is actually dead. It will make sense when it comes out, says Abdul-Mateen, who is playing Morpheus but is not Morpheus. First look images revealed. On September 7th, Warner Bros. Debuted the highly anticipated first images from The Matrix Ressurections via a nifty website called Choose Your Reality, or action images of the human resistance fighting back. There's Jessica Henwick firing a gun, Reeves looking very John Wick, a guy with a Matrix jack in the back of his head, and new cast member Yahya Abdul-Mateen II first looking at himself in a mirror and then materializing Dr. Manhattan style in a swirl of nanoprobes. Keanu Reeves left cast starstruck while filming. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II told The Hollywood Reporter he was starstruck on set when Keanu Reeves arrived to film their first scene together. Quote, "I remember Keanu and his first line," the actor said. "I looked up and there was Keanu, and I said, oh shit, I'm really in the Matrix. It was just Keanu in that voice. And the technology that Lana incorporated in the filmmaking, camera rigs that I've never seen before, it's so ambitious. It was really interesting to be making The Matrix 4 at a time when the world was so warped and when reality was so distorted. It could creep in a little bit if you let it." Lawrence Fishburne is at peace with not knowing why he's left out. Lawrence Fishburn is at peace with all the questions he's getting about The Matrix 4, despite the fact he was never invited to join the next installment of the iconic action franchise. Fishburn recently told Collider when asked if he's getting tired of being asked Matrix 4 questions, quote, "It would make sense that people would ask me that, so it doesn't get old. I'm not in the next Matrix movie, and you'd have to ask Lana Wachowski why, because I don't have an answer for that." Despite missing out on The Matrix 4, Fishburn is keeping his franchise work going by rejoining Reeves for the upcoming John Wick 4. That sequel is now in production. Lana Wachowski returns. The Matrix franchise is once again in the hands of a Wachowski sibling as Lana Wachowski serves as director and co-writer of the latest entry. Lana was behind the camera of the original trilogy alongside sister Lily Wachowski, who sat The Matrix 4 out as she was developing and producing the second season of the Showtime comedy series Work in Progress during the same time when The Matrix 4 was shooting. Quote, "Many of the ideas Lily and I explored 20 years ago about our reality are even more relevant now," Lana Wachowski said when The Matrix 4 was confirmed by Warner Brothers. "I'm very happy to have these characters back in my life and grateful for another chance to work with many brilliant friends." Warner Brothers Picture Group chairman Toby Emmerich added, quote, "We could not be more excited to be re-entering The Matrix with Lana. Lana is a true visionary, a singular and original creative filmmaker, and we are thrilled that she is writing, directing, and producing this new chapter in the Matrix universe." Keanu Reeves and CarrieAnne Moss headlined the cast. Chatter around a fourth Matrix movie originally pegged the project as a prequel centered around a younger iteration of Morpheus, mainly because protagonist Neo, Keanu Reeves, and Trinity, CarrieAnne Moss, presumably died at the end of The Matrix Revolutions. That turned out not to be the case. Warner Brothers announced The Matrix 4 by confirming Reeves and Moss would be back headlining the franchise as Neo and Trinity respectively. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to see more of our future videos. With that said, keep enjoying our videos, and I'll see you in the next video.